What is going down, genitals? My name is the SXC Beast, and I wanted to be the first guy to make this video this year. I didn't want to sit around and wait really long to get around to it. What I wanted to do is just listen right now, and what I want you to do is scroll down and start typing your comment. What are your guys' New Year's resolutions? You know, I'm doing this early because it's been in my mind. I've been thinking about it a lot lately. And essentially, I've come down to 3 major New Year's resolutions that are realistic that I want to do to ultimately better my life. And, you know, they're not just small things like saying, I want to stop eating so much junk food. You know, it's like, oh, I want to, become friends with some hot, I want to get a good girlfriend. You know, it's not, it's nothing small like that. These are big things that impact my life heavily, and they're in very, obtainable spots as of right now. So basically, the first one is my current lease agreement on my apartment is a 6-month lease agreement, and it's going to expire at the end of January or the beginning of February. I honestly don't remember. And basically, what I want to do is I want to move back home and spend some time with my family. Since I've moved out, I've become much more attached to my younger sister and my mom. My older sister is still very distant. And that's not what I wanted to do, but I wanted to go home and I wanted to start a light up on the schedule, and I want to, start going back to school. I want to get an AA, and depending on how many courses I can take and how quickly I can get it done, a bachelor's degree in interactive media design. And all I want to do this so I can get a job in the gaming world. That's something that I'm very passionate about, and that's another thing that I want to improve in this upcoming year. It might sound very stupid to you guys, but I want to improve as an entertainer. I want to be a more consistent and passionate entertainer. I want to be a much more concrete entertainer. I want to improve my commentaries, and I want to go out of my way to branch out and do the best that I'm capable of doing. There's times you guys see glimpses of sheer brilliance in my videos. It might sound kind of egomaniacal to hear me say that, but there's times where I watch my videos back and I say, that was a good fucking video. There's times I'll watch back at the video, I'm like, wow, I really just wanted to put something out there on this certain day, didn't I? But there's times where I look back and I see, that is a good fucking video. Over the next calendar 12 months, I want to look back at every single video I make and say, that is a good fucking video. That's sort of something I want to do, because I want to get a job in gaming media. I've had an interview with the company IGN before. I was kind of underqualified. That's why I want to go back to school and get back into this, because gaming to me isn't just an outlet. It's an expression of self. It's art. Gaming, a video game is art. Creating content like this is art. Art is an expression of self. That's what art is, essentially. Art is an expression of one's self. Music, that's art. You're expressing yourself. You go ahead and you're going to take an idea and you're going to turn it into something beautiful, whether it be a guitar riff, whether it be a drum line, whether it be your vocals, whatever it is. You create something out of nothing, out of an expression of what you feel. That is what art is. And I come on here, and if I'm happy, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to tell you guys a happy-go-lucky, witty little story. If I'm feeling down and depressed, I'm going to tell you guys something about me, such as my experience losing my father, and I'm going to use that to try and make light of the shitty situation for the viewer. If you're a younger viewer going through something similar, or you've been through something similar, and basically that's just sort of what I'm doing, man. I want to improve everything that I do. And then I want to get a job in the gaming world. I'm not going to sit here and, just count my eggs before they hatch and say, maybe I'll get YouTube famous, and since I'm in California and it happened to Hutch, since he's from the same town as me, I'll get a job at Machinima. I'm not saying that. Would I love to work at Machinima? Hell yeah. Would I love to work for IGN? Hell yeah. Would I love to work for G4? I would totally take the job, but I've heard some very negative things about working for G4. But basically, I just want to be in the gaming world. I want to create something out of nothing. I want to, have an idea and turn it into this piece of art that people can, critique and say it sucks. Or people say this is amazing. Somebody can affiliate themselves with. And I just want to improve everything that I'm doing now and go above and beyond and do things you guys have never seen before from me. And lastly, I want to just go and I want to get in shape. I don't mean get yoked and pull the ladies, but what I mean is I want to be healthy. You know, I want to. I have cystic fibrosis. I have Wolff Parkinson White syndrome. I have 2 bad knees, a bad ankle, a bad hip, a bad back, a bad neck, a bad shoulder, a bad elbow. I've got all sorts of problems. I've had many surgeries. I've had all sorts of issues. And my family, on my father's side, the men have a history of heart disease. My great-grandfather, my father's side, died at 46. My grandfather on my father's side, who I never met, died at 44. And my father died at the age of 52. I want to outlive them. You know, I'm not saying... You know, I personally don't think the quality of one's life is dictated over the length of their life as opposed to the happiness of what they did and achieved in their lives. But I want to say that I, you know, was able to live long enough to see my children graduate high school and go to college and get married and have a kid and become a grandfather. You know, I want to experience things that my father never had the ability to do. And basically, I just want to, you know, be able to say I lived long enough to actually accomplish something that I want. And you guys might have heard it before. I'm going to make a video about it soon. But my biggest goal in life is to be a good father and a good husband. So basically, you know, I don't want to, you know, I have cystic fibrosis, and your average cystic fibrosis patient lives to be about 28 years old. I'm going to be 20 years old in April. And I mean, I'm not sitting here worrying about it every day, but it is something that kind of weighs on my conscience, knowing that, dude, I could just die one day. I could just suffocate and not be able to, you know, just not wake up. You know, so it's something that's in the back of my mind, and I think with my high risk at heart disease, since I already have a dysfunctional valve and Wolff Parkinson White syndrome, the last thing I need is to be out of shape and lazy and just, you know, not live a healthy lifestyle. So those are my 3 big things. I want to get a degree. I want to go back to school for gaming. I want to improve my, you know, quality content as an entertainer, not as a gameplay commentator, but as an entertainer and as an individual. And I want to get healthy. You know, I want to be able to say that I want to, you know, beat the precedent. I want to beat the standard. I want to beat the average 28-year-old lifespan of a cystic fibrosis patient. I want to live to see 53 years old. I want to live to see my, you know, children go off to college and get married and have children. You know, I want to be able to do things that my father never did. I don't know. I guess you can just say it's rectifying my father's shortcomings. But, you know, that's it. What do you guys want to do? Go ahead and let me know. Your 3 biggest New Year's resolutions. If you have more, go ahead and leave them. You know, by all means, I want to get some interaction going. Let me know, what are your guys' personal New Year's resolutions? All right, I love you guys. I'll talk to you later, and hopefully you guys have a nice day. Peace.